Fight fans, we are ready for our next fight. Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the red corner, it's Shabir Shirzai.
Shabir Shirzai making his way to the ring. So this is his second fight in Cagezilla. His first fight was back in Cagezilla 83, where he fought Ashraf Abdadeen. Of course, Ashraf, our champion, doesn't really lose in Cagezilla, but that's says nothing about Shabir.
If you lose to Ashraf, I mean, that's not like saying anything too crazy. As a matter of fact, you're 100% better just by getting in the cage with Ashraf, right?
Absolutely.
And no, I'm excited to see Shabir. He was a tough kid. Even in the little exchanges, he exchanged a nice combination with Ashraf there at the beginning of the round. Ended up just succumbing to Ashraf's pressure, but man, he's a seasoned vet. I'm sure he's gotten back into the gym. He's training under the legend CR Bahadurzada there in his corner there. You see him adjusting his shorts and getting him ready to go inside the cage. And man, yeah, CR, former UFC fighter, had tons of fights in UFC, a Shuto champion there in Japan. Honestly, a legend that not a lot of people give credit to or see, you probably recognize inside the building, but there's certainly a guy in the MMA world that I know about, I respect a lot, and just a great guy to work with. And he's got two guys on the card tonight. We got Shabir and he's got Aziz. So yeah, incredible for him to start rising the ranks. He just opened up a gym there, Elevate MMA. He's really looking to start getting some of his guys inside the Cagezilla cage, because hey, when you get inside the Cagezilla cage, you get that exposure, right? You get as an athlete and as a gym, and that holds a lot of weight here in this area. Let's send it down to Chris here to bring our blue corner in.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Marshall Lee.
Marshall Lee, 22 years old, from Lancaster, Virginia. He's been training for about a year in MMA. His base is wrestling. He was a wrestler all throughout high school. But he does train at primarily a jiu-jitsu gym. So he's both a grappler and a wrestler. That's where he would consider himself the strongest. He trains 5 to 6 days a week, 2 to 3 hours a day. He works on his cardio, he works on his weights. He just kind of considers himself a pretty normal guy. He likes to play video games. He's a line cook to pay the bills. But once again, a young guy fighting for the first time here at Cagezilla, so it'll be interesting to see what he brings to the table against Shabir Shirzai.
Yeah, he's coming out, great gym there in Tech MMA, under expert tutelage there under Coach Perry Gibson. And yeah, no, I'm excited to see him. I don't know too much about him. I saw him at weigh-ins yesterday. He was very stoic, very calm, very serious, and yeah, excited to see him in here. He looks in very good shape, both him and Shabir, and this is his first fight. Shabir has been in here before, so Shabir is going to carry a little bit of an experience advantage. But let's see what we got. Let's send it down to Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Cagezilla lightweight division. It is brought to you by our friends at Lindsay Automotive Group. You'll love it at Lindsay. And Green Village Concrete, the level best in Northern Virginia. And now, starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 159 pounds, fighting out of Elevate MMA, it's Shabir Shirzai. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 158 pounds, fighting out of Tech MMA, it's Marshall Lee. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Cagezilla lightweight division. It is brought to you by Lindsay Automotive Group and Green Village Concrete, and your referee is Gabe Balajic.
Gabe Balajic, the referee for this contest. Marshall Lee, Shabir Shirzai, and we are about to get it on.
Here we go. Bout number 2. We've already had one fight, one finish. Let's see what bout number 2 brings here. A touch of the gloves. Here we go. Oh, nice left hook to start it off. Beautiful throw.
There's a big takedown
from Shabir. Wow, Shabir really started off strong there. Marshall getting back to his feet though, and getting back to his base.
Yeah, I was impressed at how. Oh, there's a nice kick there from Shabir. Going for that takedown as Marshall Lee has him up against the fence.
Wow, Shabir really looking sharp to start off this fight. Yeah. Marshall is trying to slow this down a little bit by adding a little cage pressure and really putting some, making him strain a little bit. Hopefully get that quick twitch muscle out of his body, because you know, Shabir is hitting him with punches and kicks that are looking real sharp and real precise here to start off round number 1.
Yeah, Shabir looked like an absolute axe murderer in the ring when I was doing the intro. He looks all business.
Oh, there's a nice knee there from Shabir.
Very sneaky knee that came up the middle there. Wow. I thought he was going kick, and he brought it right up the middle.
So,
Marshall
really going for that takedown. He gets it. Now he's got him in the corner. Oh, he's got a pretty good position here with Shabir up against the cage. It looks like he's going for some sort of.
Wow.
Well, Brent, he got that takedown off a whizzer, which you don't see too often.
Almost like a whizzer with like a Uchimata, putting the leg between his leg.
Yeah, step through trip.
And a nice judo throw there. He executed it beautifully the first time. This time though, he ends up a lot of times with that. If the guy gets out of the whizzer and he kind of does a limp arm, he gets to your back, and that's exactly what Marshall Lee did. And he's in a beautiful position.
Oh, look at this. He's got some good pound going on from that top position there. Shirzai's going to need to do something.
Yeah, he's got Marshall. 1 minute left here. Shabir's got to make a move. I don't see Marshall really pressing the action. His coach should be telling him to finish this fight. And really get serious here to try to finish this fight here, because he's got great position.
Looks like he was kind of going for an arm maybe. Still trying to keep that back. Shabir's fighting it. And they're both jockeying for position there. Oh, he's got him. It looks like he's got some kind of, he's going for a choke.
Shabir's staying smart. He's got 2-on-1 there on the choking hand. And Marshall's trying to figure out, should I punch him or should I choke him? And he's got to figure something out. He's only got 25 seconds left to execute something. At this point, I think he should go for damage.
Yep, going for that ground and pound.
If you're Shabir, you don't get too excited here. If you've got Sihara in your corner, you know how to get out of a situation like this, or at least survive it.
Some good elbows, some good punches there from Marshall Lee up in the corner. Shabir trying to last out these last 10 seconds.
Ooh.
Gets out, answers with a nice kick and a nice flurry there to end the round. Oh, there's a nice flurry there from Shabir. And wow, that was a really, really good round. It started off really, really strong from Shabir. Then Marshall kind of composed himself, took him down, spent a lot of the time in the top position, and then right at the very end, Shabir found some offense.
Yeah, he had some beautiful boxing there at the end. Did you see a referee, Balajit, have to pull him off?
Yeah.
I mean, he was literally in the middle of like a bam, 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 like, 4 or 5 punch combination. It would have gone more. But thankfully, we got expert referee Balajit in there to help split him up at the bell, because Shabir wasn't done.
I'm going to tell you, I think Shabir did more damage in the last 10 seconds of that fight than Marshall did the whole rest of the round.
He might have. I mean, because Marshall, I think Brent pointed it out, Marshall really was trying to decide, do I go for an arm, do I go for some kind of a submission, or do I do ground and pound? And he was kind of switching between the two.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's that's a tough first round to score. That's, because Shabir came out sharp. Then he for about a minute and a half throughout the middle of the round, he was in bad position, losing there. And then he got up and finished with a strong combo. So I don't know how I scored that first round. Let's see how these guys fare here in the second.
Oh, Marshall going for that takedown again, pushes up Shabir to the cage. Really fighting for that double leg, switches to a single.
So what he's relying on quite a bit here, first of all, is his wrestling is excellent, but also he's a big lightweight. I mean, he weighed in at, 158, but he doesn't look like it. He's carrying a lot of muscle.
Yeah, it's interesting how one weighed in at 158 and 159. So.
Yeah, well, they were at a catch weight, 160 catch weight. So this is close to the lightweight division, but not necessarily the lightweight division. Coach Perry requested the 160-pound catch weight, and now I see why, because Marshall is like a bull, man. He is strong. He must cut a little bit of weight.
Marshall, again, with a great position there on the top.
Yeah, I'd love to know what he walks at, what he walks around at.
Shabir's going to need to do something, but right now it's just Marshall fighting for control, trying to improve his position, maybe looking to take the back.
But yeah, I'm with you, Brent. He needs to be much more decisive. Once he gets that dominant position, the animal's got to come out of you, and you got to finish the fight. Like right here,
full mount.
It's time to get
Marshall.
violent.
Right.
Full mount. What will he be able to do? Shabir trying to keep Marshall from getting separation. Marshall's trying to push his head down.
That's what happens.
Shabir's turning. Marshall trying to keep his back.
If Marshall would have postured up right there and rained down some fury.
Oh, and he's got a choke in, but it's not that deep.
Can't tell if it's under the chin or not.
Doesn't look like it.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's getting closer. Shabir's doing a good job fighting it off.
He's got that chin buried. He's okay, guys.
Yeah.
Marshall's staying sticky though, and he's out grappling him in most positions. And
there's some good shots to the head.
Wow.
Shabir's going to need to answer. Blodgett's taking a careful look at it.
Yep.
Now he's going for that heavy ground and pound.
Couple are in the back of the head there.
He's got to pop up here, Brent.
Yeah, Shabir, you can't lay there.
Blodgett's not going to let this go on much longer. Some big shots there from Marshall Lee. Switches back.
He's got that arm trap.
To that top.
Uh-oh.
Head and arm triangle.
Yeah.
Shabir's got to really twist and get that arm back across because it's getting tight fast. There he goes.
Yeah, Marshall didn't know what to do with that head and arm triangle there. If he would have switched his hips and started walking around, he might have had something there.
10 seconds left. Marshall better just tee off. Come on, Marshall.
Marshall's looking maybe looking a little bit tired there. I don't know.
I think he's bleeding from the nose a bit. But ultimately, he's winning this fight in the grappling realm.
Yeah, for sure.
So Shabir's got to have an answer here in this third round.
There's no doubt he's a good wrestler. What he needs to develop, and it will come in time, I'm sure, is that killer instinct that we've been talking about the last 2 rounds.
Yeah. This third round is going to prove a lot. I think if Marshall continues to do what he's been doing, I think this fight is his. But you never know. This fight might be 1-1 going into this third round, Brooke.
It could be. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about that 10-point must system is, if they were looking at the damage and stuff that Shabir was able to inflict in round 1, maybe he takes that round. So, I mean, I think Marshall Lee's game plan so far has been very good. Take him down, try and control him, look for submissions, look for ground and pound, and Shabir's going to need to figure something out here in the third round if he wants to decisively win this fight.
So Marshall's corner was wiping some blood away from his shoulder. I'm not sure where that came from, though.
Yeah,
I can't see either one of them bleeding.
Yeah.
There we go. I see it now. Marshall's nose is starting to trickle a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I saw Marshall's nose dripping a little bit.
Yep. And he's breathing heavy right now. That could be due to that. If he's got a busted nose, it's hard to breathe. Hold on. Hold on.
It looks like Blodgett is waving the fight off.
What's going on?
I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I mean, Blodgett is waving his hands like the fight is over. I mean...
Well, you can't call your own timeouts. So if you call your own timeouts, for whatever reason, the fight is over. But I don't know. This looks like a little confusing.
Yeah, it was unclear. I mean, it almost looked like Shabir was gesturing like he had some kind of an issue with his cup or something like that, and was trying to, get him to delay.
I say restarting, but I'm not the ref.
Maybe he was saying he had to pee, guys.
So, yeah, I guess.
Oh, no, he's sticking with it. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, that was tough. That was tough because I'm not sure exactly what happened. He said I thought he was pointing at his cup. Something happened with his cup.
Yeah, so.
I mean, you know, you don't get, I mean, you got his coach there, C.R. Bahadurzada, been in tons of fights, trying to talk to Gabe Balajian here and explain to him something. But, you know, ultimately the rules are the rules, and once it's called by the commission, it's hard to go back on that rule, especially after the ruling has been made. Well, I don't know if I've ever seen anything be reversed, so.
I mean, not just
it
that.
Looks like he's sticking with it.
But at the end of the day, like, you know, you need to answer the bell, right? If a fighter doesn't answer the bell, then they usually wave it off, right? So, I mean, whatever issue there was probably needed to be taken care of in the corner. I mean, he was just in the corner, so, like, what could have happened?
I don't know. That was pretty bizarre, because it doesn't seem like he's hurt. It doesn't seem like anything's going on. He was pointing at his groin.
I hope somebody can give, perhaps Chris Fuller will get an explanation and he can let the crowd know kind of what happened there. So he's got the decision in hand. The fighters are not in the center. Referee Gabe Balajian still over there in Shabir's corner, trying to explain to his cornermen and his coaches what's going on. And yeah, I've seen a lot of fights. I've never seen anything quite like this, Brent.
Yeah. I mean, you know, certain fighters do certain things in between rounds to stall, to prolong the fight if they're tired or hurt or whatever. But, oh, Shabir still thinks he's fighting. Oh, boy. All right, let's send it down to Chris here to call this one and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Gabe Balajian has called a stop to the action 4 minutes into this third round for your winner by TKO due to equipment failure. Out of the blue corner, it's Marshall Lee.
So a TKO due to equipment failure. That's probably the first I've ever seen that. Nonetheless, congratulations to Marshall Lee. He did a very, very nice job, showcased some excellent wrestling. Tried a number of different submission attempts, and yes.
Yeah, very, 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 very interesting.